On.
You talking about on?
On.
You talking about this thing is on?
On.
On. What's going on in the kitchen? How is everybody? My name is Joel Gertner. I am called by some, known by most, and revered by all as the quintessential stud muffin in the wrestling business and in the game of life. And I know you know this. I'm not trying to teach you, fam, but I know you know this because you are watching the Joel Gertner YouTube channel and you're watching Quintessential Cuisine, which means you are a winner in the game of life. How's that?
Even the cat cried.
And the cat cries and bemoans a soul-lone tear. We have, for your viewing and unfortunately not eating and culinary pleasure today, but we have, for gastronomic pleasure, we have cheesy Italian-style baked chicken with orzo pasta. If you're going to have pasta, keep it small, right? No big penne, no big rigati, no big all the different, the tubes, the shells, the this, the that, the lasagna. No. Just these little orzos. Very tasty. And yeah. How's that? How are you guys? Don't say anything. Squeeze. Not even you, the cat. Try it again. No, shh. My daughter. That's okay. We love you too. I don't know if you can hear her. She's back of camera. My daughter. Kitty.
I'm cueing her.
I see you cueing her. And me standing here like a jackass.
Oh, don't forget to tell everyone about what we're going to be doing with Scratch Off.
Oh! You know, I wanted to bring all the rest of the props in here because I am going to mention them. It doesn't mean anything if it's just the... Here, long and the short of it is. As a gift, I want to say in an Easter basket, so like a month or so ago, Squeeze got this $1 right here in New York State ticket, $1 loose change, and a couple of $2 tickets, $100 win, right? So $5 worth of lottery is a gift, whatever, part of a gift. But in addition, in our travels, mine and hers, since procuring these New York tickets, we also have, in chronological order and geographic expansion from New York, following this, we have Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and from her jaunt this past weekend, as we're filming, New Hampshire and Maine. So we have a few dollars of scratch-off tickets, $5 or so, give or take, in not just New York, but in 4 other states as well. I tell you this not to brag, but I tell you this because let's say we have like 16 tickets from the 5 different states. Well, they say 1 out of every 3 or 4 is a winner, which means statistically 4 or 5 of those 16 tickets, give or take, could be winners. But which ones? From which state?
Right.
On which
You'll have
show?
to tune in.
You will have to tune in, and the first of those shows is being
heat
recorded
on.
later today or tonight. So keep your eye out and just realize that here on the channel, seek out some of our other videos and some of our other live streams that we've done as well. We usually do this live if we can. But seek us out because in addition to the cooking and in addition to the unbox, we do stuff like scratch-off lottery. We do baseball card auctions. We talk wrestling.
We're a little bit behind on the unboxes. We have to get back on that.
Faux show. Yeah,
Okay,
we unbox
turn on
the
the
apron.
heat.
We unbox wrestling stuff. Turn on the heat, she says. Feel the heat.
4.
All right.
Okay, so just to keep everyone, we have our orzo pasta here.
Just to
We
keep
have-
you abreast, which
Yeah.
will be funny when I pull 2 breasts out of the oven.
The chicken is cooking in the oven. So the next step
And what'll
is-
be funny about 2 breasts coming out is that one of them has the sauce from the recipe, and the other one, because as you all know, Squeeze is finicky.
See, that's God telling you you're being an asshole.
That's things settling in the sink is
Garlic.
what that is. That's organic. That happens for absolutely no reason.
Okay. Cook the zucchini. We're at 5 minutes.
So we're cooking the zucchini right now.
Cook without stirring 2 to 3 minutes or until lightly brown.
2, or as the Italians would call it, due. Those Italians, they invented libraries. Yeah, the first ones were in Rome, not Egypt. You know how we know? Because they use the Due Decimal System. They just put a 2 on every book, and it's the Due Decimal. So come on, you're not here. If you're here for comedy, you're watching the right cooking show.
Go somewhere else.
You go somewhere else.
You
No,
have to
no,
drain
she's the
pasta.
most essential. I may be quintessential, but I'm non-essential when it comes to she's
Take
the one
this. I have to drain the.
You have to drain. Oh my God, we have a splatter on the wall. I saw it. I just stooged us out in case you didn't happen to see it or care. But we have a little bit of splatter because the wall is right by the stove. Because welcome to Brooklyn. Our building was, I was about to say born. Our building was built in the mid-50s and has all of the luxuries of said condition. It is, I mean, it's not quite the honeymooners because that was the mid-50s, but the same way, you know, we're talking about the mid-50s now. That was the mid-50s and predicated to look like early century, I think. You know, tenement style and back in the day.
Okay, I can take them.
Triangle shirtwaist, right? All the do you remember
So
your
here's our
history? Your immigration history?
our orzo.
Lady Liberty.
How are we doing? Is it browning yet?
Don't you guys think a great name for a daughter, if you had a daughter,
No.
don't you think a great name would be Liberty? And then
No.
but you could nobody needs to know. If they want to know, they can know.
Unless she's a stripper.
But it could be shortened down to Libby.
Or
If a girl is named Liberty, because I'm a libertarian and I believe in personal freedoms.
Well, her friends
she
on the
could
pole
be
can call
Libby.
her that.
Her friends on the when she working the pole, right? Free yourself. All right, that's nice. As the mother of my future children, I'd like to think, I would not like to think, to a future child as working the pole.
Well, that's why we're not naming her Liberty.
How is Liberty a stripper name?
Are you kidding me?
If she comes out in gimmick, dressed with the torch and everything else, in green, if she cosplays her, then yeah.
No.
Go to Twitter. Stud Muffin says.
Why don't you put up a poll on Twitter? Is Liberty...
What are you talking about a poll? You gonna
Is
talk about
Liberty
a poll?
a stripper
You gonna
name?
spend the whole show talking about being up on a pole?
Okay. This is gonna burn.
You know what? I'm not stirring. No! You left like 3.5 pieces. No! You're the greatest.
I know. I have to put up with you. Okay. Cook, stirring occasionally 1 to 2 minutes or until slightly softened, and then turn off the heat.
Turn off the heat. We don't need no more fire. Turn off the heat. Finish to cook. Eat to your desire. Some like gas. I love my Blue Apron hot. I love my Blue Apron like in my single days. I loved my women. Hot and wet. That's a coffee joke. You know, I like my coffee like I like my women. That's my go-to for shock value. How do you like your coffee? I like my coffee like I like my women. Hot and wet. Thank you, YouTube, for just
Come on.
being ginchy and just letting that one go.
We're all hungry here.
Steve Kaufman sitting in an editing bay like he had to make it. Hey, man. Complete Disney with the entendre there, right? I've
Is it
heard worse
soft
in
yet?
Disney movies. What?
Soft. Slightly soft.
So, you're soft.
It says you have to cook it until it's slightly soft.
I don't know. I mean, it's slightly soft. And I'm probably having at least half of the zucchini,
Okay.
right?
Put it in with the pasta.
So if it's a little bit al fresco, it's a little bit, as the kids call it these days, raw.
Okay, put it in with the pasta.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Turn off the heat.
Yeah,
Put it in with the pasta.
the pasta. Oh, wait, let it cool down a second, isn't it?
No.
A second?
No.
How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that?
Now you have to add the fromage blanc. And you have to do another teaspoon of olive oil.
Add all of the fromage blanc. Ooh. This cheese is so fresh, it's trying to... I'm trying to say
11 minutes.
You know what? Genius cannot be rushed. You want rush, you get splatter. You know what happens when you get splatter? Boom, batter, my pocket's getting
I'm
fatter.
hungry.
What?
I'm hungry.
God, I'm not hungry.
A minute and a
I'm
half
not
until the
tired.
chicken comes out.
I don't have jet lag.
Yes, you do.
All right, maybe I do.
Okay. Now you have to add a teaspoon of olive oil.
Folks, I took 3 trips in the 3 long ones in the last 4 weekends. I got another one coming up. I am over the first of my 3 jet lags. I am only now suffering the last 2. That's not because I do anything anybody else doesn't do. It's just because I'm a lot busier than I've been lately. When I say lately, I mean for a very long time. Recently.
Come on.
What?
Teaspoon of olive oil.
Again?
Yeah, in with the pasta.
What?
Huh?
What? I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the meddling kids.
Scooby-Doo.
So this goes in here?
Everyone.
I
This is
screwed
no,
up.
it goes in with the pasta.
Good thing I asked.
Yeah.
That's a mistake that was made earlier in the pre-prod.
Good thing he doesn't pay attention.
Good thing I don't do drugs.
Put in. Okay, now you have to stir it up to combine. Put that in the sink. Teaspoon. There you go. 13 minutes.
You like to laugh at your husband?
Up. Chicken has come out.
Oh, but this has to get stirred. Can I turn the heat off and then the chicken can stay in there for like a
sure.
minute? Alright. Is that a happy medium? I just want to get this fromage blanc into. Are you? Yeah. Show the people. You see this?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it all. You're the greatest. I wouldn't be happy without you.
Yeah, you are.
I'd be happy. No, I'm not as happy. I wouldn't be as happy. I'd find. I mean, you have to make the best out of. It's kind of cliche to say I wouldn't be happy. I'd be happy, but I definitely wouldn't be. If I was quantifying it, definitely wouldn't be.
Oh my god. Are you done? Can you take out the chicken?
One of those Orzo grains was super fresh, man. It was like, I don't want to be here.
Push
no
that
more.
back onto the back burner. Great. Now take that pan, put it in the sink. The frying pan.
I understand in the kitchen. Bop, bop. What's going on in the kitchen? Bop, bop. We are the only show that doesn't always open with our theme song. Our
Come
theme
on.
song, our title card, we could hit you with it 80% into the thing. We don't care. We don't care. We ain't scared. I'll show the one without the sauce first.
Ooh.
That
looks
squeezes.
so good.
When you get a recipe, baby, with fresh mozzarella and fromage blanc, that's how you know you're keeping it creamy. And cheese. This is the more Parmesan one. This is the one with the special sauce that has the capers, the garlic. Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
That looks Italian restaurant-y.
Okay.
That looks super authentic. That's the heart of Brooklyn right there.
So now we're gonna plate. You can take that.
Okay, we're gonna plate with mine. because I
Okay,
want
so
that
first
color.
you are going to put pasta onto your plate.
Okay. How much? Half?
Sure.
Ish.
Yep. Great. Now you're going to put this on top. The chicken. Your
Yep.
chicken on top.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So while he is trying not to burn himself, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Had some beautiful capers that would have on the Orzo show. Got the capers. There's the capers and the garlic. One more shot at capers and garlic.
16 minutes.
I hope I didn't cover up too much of the cheese, but you get the point, and it's gonna be super
I got a
tasty.
shot
Look
of you
what I
in the
did.
window.
Look what I did this morning in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, New York, America, Earth, the world, Milky Way. Hey guys, and you can do this too. Blue Apron. This is not I mean, when I do it, it's magical. I don't know. Maybe it is magic.
not
But anyway,
blue.
like you can go to Blue Apron. You could be on a Weight Watchers diet. You could have the YouTube channel. You could do all these things if you can dream. That's R. Kelly. Not gonna sing R. Kelly. There you go. It looks great, right? You look great.
Subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Follow on Instagram.
Comment.
Quintessential Stud
Rate.
Muffin. Twitter.
Review.
At Stud Muffin Says.
Absolutely subscribe.
69-minute air
Stud Muffin Says on Twitter.
On Podbean.
Quintessential Stud
iTunes,
Muffin on Instagram.
Everywhere you can listen to it.
69-Minute Eargasm is a podcast. You can find it everywhere. Watch all of the other stuff on our YouTube channel. CelebVM.com/Joel Gertner. ProWrestlingTees.com/Joel Gertner. And watch all of the stuff that I produced and did on cameras on at StarCast that I just came back from in Las Vegas. You can see the StarCast special events on Fight. Fight TV is where
And
you'll find
Gucci.
StarCast on Fight and Gucci.